24, we're going to evaluate the expression when x is 7.1, so we're going to substitute 7.1 in for x. Y is negative 2.5, so we're going to substitute negative 2.5 right there for y. A good habit to get into when you substitute, put those numbers in parentheses. So what are we looking at? 5.3 minus y, which is negative 2.5, minus x, which is 7.1. Okay, now close the parentheses. So really, let's try to simplify. We got a lot of grouping symbols floating around, a couple minuses. What do we have? We could think of this minus as adding the opposite if we want. 5.3, add the opposite of, what's all this junk inside? We've got negative 2.5 minus 7.1. Let's think of that as negative 2.5. Think of this minus symbol as a plus the opposite of 7.1. Now, really, do I need the parentheses around the negative 7.1? No. It's just kind of confusing me in there, so I'm going to get rid of those. It's just a good habit to get into when you substitute it in initially. Okay, so grouping symbols have to come first. We've got a negative plus a negative, and our addition rules tell us that we need to add their absolute values. So if we combine 2.5 with 7.1, we get, what, 6 and 9. But we have to give it the symbol that they both were. Since they're both negative, we're looking at negative 9.6. So what do we have? We have 5.3 plus the opposite of, inside we just calculated negative 9.6. Oh, well, anytime we see minus negative, we're taught to chop chop, because if we subtract the opposite, that's like adding the positive. So we've got 5.3 plus 9.6. Of course, if we just add those two together, 6 and 3 makes 9, 9 and 5 makes 14. We're looking at positive 14.9.